I think, on XL Razors here to get active early, and I think this will help actually quite a bit with that.
Yeah, like the mid matchup feels pretty decent for the DP there. I don't think the Storm has the best of times in that lane, so you should have a pretty good matchup for Kiyotaka. I see tempo coming out from XL Razors now, right? Like you've got this push timing to hit with your DP and your Enigma. You've got the aura place. You've got that sustain up front with the DP maybe lasting a little bit longer with all of those spirit siphons going off. But when you look at how they have to execute on Hellraisers, it just feels a lot harder. Like even with these solutions on hand, like
and just push and take too much of your map away, then you're in a little bit of an issue. So we'll see how this ends up kind of unfolding, but I think that mid-game timing is going to be really important.
Yeah, it's going to be key. Yep, just playing it safe. I do like that Ace started with the Axis, so it's the more aggressive one. Hold on.
The Uno reverse card, solo. He's got to get out of here, though. Tofu's going to try and chase him down, but there's the reflection. The first blood might come through here for Ramses. Kiyotaka, though, will snipe it from the mid lane on the Death Prophet, and that is the best start you can hope for.
Yeah, it's a sweet start coming out for XL Racers. Pretty long engagement on that rune, but they're collapsing on top now. Like, they've got Ace isolated without the support, and with the Axis, I mean, the cooldown at level, at every level, it's not that, oh no, okay, Tofu. Yeah, just
that's always like long. Your heart stops for a second, right? You're like, did I wait long enough? A moment of truth.
Ooh, yeah, that would have just been a nightmare start for Ace if that went through, but fortunately for them, it does not. And this lane, as long as Ace does manage to heal up just fine, this magical output is ridiculous. Solo is going to have to watch himself, but with level 2 and Ramses, he can dish some of that damage back as well. So it's going to be a little bit more back and forth, and all eyes on Ramses. If he gets this lane going for himself, he's going to feel great.
Yeah. I like the fact they just popped the meta as soon as he got it, just to start kind of pushing back these heroes. And he's still got the wave in a really good spot here, so I don't think he's really that worried. He should be able to CS this pretty well. He's just continuing to use that reflection, which, why not, man? Take that early gen advantage. Bottom lane, Celery. Ooh, sniped under the tower there. Nicely done. I mean, they got the Eidolon split, and Dyrachyo is going to take a lot of damage here as well, but he'll be okay. We'll just keep good old classic TP to base as a NP.
Yeah, this is the one problem with gaming, right? Like, we talked about the Enigma in terms of Black Hole not being the best, but your bot lane doesn't have wave clear. You know, with the Treant and the NP, the Eidolon spam will be overwhelming, and you've got that nice little orb start for Antares. So you can slow down the Treant, just keep harassing him out, kind of cut off the Dyrachyo as well. And they don't even have any sentries to really watch. Like, they've used the sentry to block the camp. So Antares has a lot of room to just play tag here.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Treant Protector, he's kind of holding his points on either Leech Seed, Living Armor. I think a lot of times in lanes, people want to go for the Leech Seed, but this is not one of those lanes where you're going to get a lot of opportunities to use it, just because, you know, Bounty Hunter is going to be invis a lot, and the lane's going to be pulled back pretty often here. So Living Armor does end up being his choice, and they're going to get aggressive here on the Dyrachyo on the bottom lane again. You got the Eidolon split. The Bounty Hunter just being a complete nuisance.
Yep. They just see that opportunity. They start to get the right clicks in. Nothing to stop the Eidolons, and
has the 1 point inner beast. So I think this is probably going to be what we end up seeing is we'll see that next point come out soon and call the wild. Top lane, they do get the glimpse back, though. He's trying to chase down Solo now, as maybe Solo bit off more than he can chew. Ends up getting punished for that one.
Yeah, nice little kill. Not the biggest, you know, but it's still something to help him kind of catch up after a pretty damn slow lane. Ramses, though, doesn't care too much. I mean, he's slow on HP, had some stick charges, has a salve. He's going to be fairly safe in this lane anyway, and still be able to farm. You do see Quinn kind of getting shoved away from mid, so you're getting some space out for Kiyotaka to work the creep wave. You're freeing up your winning side lanes to just win even more, and with the advantage each core has, they're going for an early smoke with that level 6 though.
I mean, look at top. Ramsey's just behind the tower, and here's gonna come Quinn. He is out of mana though.
Oh.
Okay. Well, he just got glimpsed back quite far. They're gonna be able to just TP out on solo. They got their eyes set on the prize, which is gonna be Ramsey's on this Terrorblade. As he's lost his disruptor. Quinn's tried to join the party, and they managed to bring him down. So the
to be able to swing over to the jungle. But this is the point where Gaimin can kind of start to group up for a little bit of a push.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna see Ace. I mean, 3 points in these axes now. The damage starts to become very problematic. So if you're gonna stay in this lane here, and, I mean, Quinn's just not backing away. He's staying very active, pops the vortex, and they got Ramses and potentially solos. They got a cookie in one. Now Quinn just dives after him instead. Okay.
God,
who needs to farm when you can just kill heroes?
Yeah, you don't need to. Ramses, I thought he just swing jungle. You know, he goes back into that lane, no metamorphosis, no sunder, gets taken out, does not respect the output. They're going on to the Rachu here though.
Nice TP cookie. Beautifully done. They have a roar available here if they want to go for it. They do have a sentry. They drop it. The scatter blast comes out, and Tars gets basically.
Could find something else.
He does see the Enigma. I was like, does he go for the black hole? The Mortimer kisses are there. There's no chance he escapes this. And then Tars has to just back away. So good play there. Good rotation from the duo.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. He is going for the typical Enigma build-up. Invulnerability Kiyotaka.
He's going to try and get aggressive. There is an overgrowth to buy him some space. He will use it just to prevent these track kills, so maybe not the worst call. They're just going to dive. They've got themselves. Ooh, and gets pulled by the glimpse. From downtown, Solo snipes him. And there it is, the first tip of the game. I was wondering.
Sad. Doesn't matter much. They might be able to find Celery.
Yeah, he looks pretty dead, to be honest. Good old combo once again. Just that Atos into Glimpse, the silence as well. Not really anything he can do about it. As Draccio just gonna make his way under the tower, but he has no TP for 15. He is definitely stuck here. The silence did clip him. They will know kind of where he is thanks to the ghost. Oh no, trapped in the trees. The Glimpse pulls him back as well.
They're sent to bully the side of Gaimin. They're kind of focusing in on trying to get that farm going. They just get caught in this massive black hole. Great black hole coming out from Miero. Just even though it does get clipped by the overgrowth, they still have more. They do manage to kill Ramses off. There's some compensation. But it's such a big win. Like, those are all track kills coming out for accelerators every time.
Oh my gosh, they caught Duraccio again. You have to just walk into the wrong neighborhood. I mean, that was the thing is this last exorcism was used off of an arcane rune, so maybe he didn't realize it was going to be back off cooldown that shortly. But still, yeah, I mean, this bounty hunter is just playing run at you at this moment. They will go ahead and vortex him. Another static storm trapping him inside the connect field, and the Atos to follow Quinn. He can't get out.
Oh god. Yeah, they are trying to make this game hellish for Quinn, and understandably so. Like, he has to play make until you see something like your Beastmaster Blink, which doesn't feel high priority right now. He is the guy jumping in. So if you can pin down Quinn, you pin down the entire team of Gaimin.
There it is, the track glimpse this time onto Tofu. It is a bloodbath right now, man. This game has fallen completely apart for Gaming Gladiators.
Big storm. So once you remove that threat with a BKB, it's only the black hole, and it feels like across all the threats, the black hole is probably the more manageable one. Let's see.
Which is so funny, right? You look at everything, you're like, yeah, black hole's not that big of a deal, guys. That static storm, though?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta deal with that. Mid lane, they do manage to find the disruptor, the hero that they need to be able to take down. The track glimpses have been completely devastating this side of Gaming Gladiators. So they get the mid tower, again, based off of the Home of the Overlord, ends up working out quite well. And they get an arcane rune for Quinn, so are they actually gonna go Roche here? There's no way.
They're going Roche with tracks up on them. or at least on Quinn, so they understand it's happening on XL Razors. They've got a fresh BKB in Kiyotaka.
Yeah, they jump right onto the bounty hunter. The Mortimer Kiss coming through, but he's got a BKB on Kiyotaka. Miro on the backside, he gets rooted up. He doesn't get the Black Hole got instantly canceled by the Overgrowth. Beautifully done. They take down the Beastmaster, and Ramsey's illusions just shredding through these heroes. And Glimpse does find the Storm Spirit. He sends him right back into the hands of the Death Prophet. He's trying to get away here. The Arcane Rune giving a lot more mana to work with. See if they can actually escape. Dyrachyo now potentially in danger. He's tracked up. Ramses has his eyes on him. He's trying to run him down here. Reflection, not on the mark. So, yeah, that Roche, I mean, maybe they were baiting because they thought they could take the fight. You know, they had the high ground ward and the sentry below, but just did not have the burst damage. The bounty hunter surviving it all.
And the pipe really helping the side of XL Racers just sustain, and I don't think
See some big fights here potentially in the mid lane as Storm's looking for something and he finds Solo, gets the Vortex. He needs some help. The Mortimer Kisses are going to come through. Pipe already spent. It's not enough to keep him alive. So Disruptor's down. So your Glimpses not available. Kiyotaka, very quick blink here on the Beastmaster. He doesn't have the Roar, the Silence on top of him, but he needs the help and fast. Kiyotaka falling low, but they managed to take down the Beastmaster. Quinn's going to continue to chase. He's just going to be able to get another Thunder from Ramses. Perfectly done. Quinn.
Oh, age is expired.
Gone. No way.
Oh my god.
Agree with you, man. 100%. This is going to be a lot on the line here for these next fights. And mid lane, Miro just guesses. Quinn's going to be forced to beat the Vortex onto the Enigma. If they can burst him, it would be great. He pops with his own BKB. The Roar's going to come through as well. Can they finish him off? It's going to be in the hands of Dyrachyo. He makes it happen. Cookies away, but Ramses is just able to stay on top of that BKB to expire. Great Overgrowth, but Ramses, he's got those double dispels. He's going to get Glimpse right back into the hands of the TB. It's a 2-for-1 trade. An overall win for Hellraisers once again.
They're just getting these angles in. Ramses is just too damn big. How do you stop this Terrorblade? Your NP is just not farmed enough, and you just can't find him in the back line.
He's not where he wants to be. He can't get cookied out either. I mean, the track into Glimpse, man, it's been a big combo.
Once Hellraisers got coordinated as a team, you know, once Kiyotaka started showing up to these engagements, it just feels impossible.
They can't defend this. They have a second fort coming through. Lotus Orb, gonna be able to protect him. Storm Spirit needs some help.
Oh no.
Silenced up, starting to fall a little bit low, but no meta. It doesn't matter. No. They still just burst him down. The silence duration is just too much. 6 seconds away from that BKB. And there, they will use that time to finish off this melee barracks. Nice cookie out from Tofu, but really just do not have the damage without the Storm. They don't have the
but you know what? I like that idea, Ricky, for the Shadow Walk.
I mean, I thought it'd be kind of cool. Like, just no one would expect it. Like, the Shadow Walk Terrorblade. Celery, you know. What can you do when you play a 5 in a game like this against Bounty Hunter Disruptor? But Kiyotaka probably feels strong enough to where he could just blink up onto the high ground here. We'll see. He's thinking about it. And there's going to be the Exo. Into the Shiva's the Hex does catch Dyrachyo. Miro goes in. The Black Hole not going to be spent right away as Quinn's going to be forced to BKB. Miro will respond with his own. He's looking for his opening. Won't be able to find it. Nice sprout there from Dyrachyo. Tofu is going to be the one left here to the side of Hellraiser. Never gets a forced after the low ground. He's out. And Taras, though, maybe not as lucky. Miro goes in. Does manage to this time onto the Storm Spirit. Patiently rewarded. As they get the Atos onto the Beastmaster as well. Kiyotaka with another Hex. Glimpse gonna pull the Beastmaster to the low ground. They end up getting 2. Man, Hellraisers, their targeting is so good this game.
Everything's been so good for Hellraisers. The targeting, the coordination, the understanding of their timings, how to play this Raptors are going for more.
They are indeed. Dangerous Prophet, no BKB, gonna try and get saved here, but you can't leave, man. The Glimpse does not allow it. The GG comes out of X Hellraisers, grabbing game number 1 here in this best of 2.
Yep.
Love to see it, man. This is so
they get in such good form as well. The side of gaming, they had such a great start, but you see the tips coming out from Hellraisers.
I think that is one of the big things, and I'm curious if Kiyotaka is going to go Meteor Hammer himself, because I see a few Timber Saws actually do this, especially from the mid lane, whether or not he wants to rush like the Kaya Sange into Aghanim Scepter. You know, we'll figure that one out as the game goes on, but...
On the X Hellraiser's side, So Gaiman could come out with some extra runes, although they don't really have control over top. So we're just gonna have to gun for one extra. Although Kiyotaka.
He's got Q level 1. This hero is not tanky. It's 1 armor, and the tower won't be enough to give him back the rest. So beautifully done. I mean, early Lightstone here out of Duraccio. And you'd love to see it, man. The Tiptai's own ally.
It's coming out with the Eidolons as well. Does drop him fairly low, and he doesn't have Nature's Attendant, so it's gonna take a while to heal up, but it's space for Duraccio. Like, he's farming pretty uncontested. You're not doing as much here on Niero and Antares to really stop that NP this time.
Yeah, Celery can play a lot more aggressive as opposed to like Treant Protector bottom lane. We're getting a lot of fighting here. Ace is low. Ramses does get the final last hit, and Tofu will find the trade. So at least they get something out of it, but the kill going the way of the anti-mage, quite nice.
It's a nice little boost for Agi, 2.6 for strength. It's kind of funny, but then again, you don't want to give him too much when he has that backstab multiplier, so it bounces out.
Yeah, rework my hero, please. Thank you. For the 5th time, that'd be great. They get themselves a nice kill there in the top lane. I was watching Ramsey's bottom. He was a little bit low.
Yep.
But yeah, finally get the kill onto Celery, and that's gonna, I mean, be pretty useful. That being said, Celery does have this Centaur Conqueror that he's just running around in the lane, so being super annoying. And yeah, almost gets the courier in the mid lane. That'd have been close.
Just really, really disruptive here. Down, so he's on his way, and you can't stop it. Ricky's gonna be invis. They have a sentry up at least to spot it now, but yeah, he drops his own sentry.
Not happening, buddy. Not happening. Bottom lane, so Ramses. Whoa. Took way too much damage there. Didn't have his Vanguard. Dude, he just got right-clicked over and over and over by the... His mid tower is going to go down, and we're going to see Quinn just walk bottom and take another tower. Oh, they managed to get the bushwhack, this time on the solo. The Helm Dom creep is alive, and Ace slams himself another. This bottom lane is starting to fall apart here.
And it's not line up for Ramses. It's a much slower start. He's not able to get as aggressive as he'd want to. The slows coming up from boards are just too annoying, and he has to save that blink for a defensive jump out. He's not getting any relief from his mid either. I mean, you don't tend to see the Timber Saw rotate early on anyways, but his mid tower is pretty much gone. Look at Quinn walking up.
Yeah, Quinn's just gonna take it. And here's the thing with Timber Saw is, like, when you want to push with Timber Saw, it's you push by like tanking the tower and letting creeps do the damage. He has no creeps. Bottom lane, Ace. Did you get a glimpse here onto Ace? Ooh. Quinn's in, dropping the hammer.
Oh my god.
No way, double kill for Ace. They do have a Kiyotaka rotating on the Timber, but the smoke screen causing some annoyance here. As Ace does not really have... Ooh, a nice pushback from Tofu. He gets glimpsed one more time. Can he finish him off? He does manage to do so. But Kiyotaka taking a lot of damage. Glimpse over. He gets the sharpshooter at level 6. Dude.
Oh my god.
And now a rotation from Duraccio. They're going to collapse on this bottom tower, man. They clean up big. They might lose Celery, though. So Celery gets Black Hole top. There he is, up onto the high ground. Pokes him from behind. Gets the kill. Quinn in the mid lane. In some trouble here. So he's dropped the smoke screen too.
Oh my god.
Tofu, though. Beautifully done. Keeps the trade. Down to the low ground. Does have another blink strike away, and he's going to be out.
That was some beautiful dancing around inside of Chi-Chi. Again, Tofu being super active. It's going to be pretty hard to kill off Kiyotaka, but they'll try? Nah,
cut on the
tree get chopped.
Man, 4 points bushwhack.
All those kills he found. And they've got so much of a map in their control as well in the game. And like, talking about this AM, Ramses is still stuck with just the Vanguard. Power Tread's coming out soon. A little bit more attack speed coming out to help with the farm, but they are kind of starved right now on the side of X Hellraisers. Their map is just shrinking so sharply.
Look at the gold difference, by the way. Roar bottom lane already just committed as Beastmaster will run him down, and Tofu might get the return treatment as there's going to be the glimpse back, but a great smoke screen from Quinn. Doesn't have the bushwhack quite yet, and a nice static storm kinetic field to follow this one up. They finally get the kill there onto the hoodwink as Quinn trying to chase down Solo gets the vision thanks to the summon. Kiyotaka needs to be very careful. Meteor Hammer off the mark as Quinn will now look for Antares here on the Tusk. Tricks the trade will be enough there to secure the kill. Think away. Quinn's out. Have to go for that early BKB. He's having a great time.
Yeah, he is. Like, these timings lining up for Gaiman are just, it's really sharp. Right? I like that shake-up for Diracho. It's just not the BKB rush and the need for it right now as well. I think Ramsey's just getting poked down. Now chasing Celery.
They're going to try and bring down the Enchantress here, and they should be able to. Well, I mean, untouchable. I mean, it's only level 1 Nature's Attendance, so maybe they get the kill. No, Kiyotaka is just out of spells for the most part. He has another Chakram available. Finally runs him down and gets the kill. All right, nicely done. Do they get
it's a lot of time commitment, you know?
Oh, Static Storm right away. He did get a nice bushwhack off, but Hoodwink not be able to survive this. Double kill now for the Timber Saw here. And Ramses isn't, you know, he doesn't have a Battle Fury. He can't really farm super fast. They do manage to catch the Beastmaster here, however. Just completely out. Roar will come out onto the Enigma, the Static Storm, holding him in place, though. So they do manage to find a nice rotation there into the triangle, pick down that Beastmaster. Now they're picking out mid. They're like, okay, we got our target in sights. We need to get this tower.
They're clumped up for it. GG though. They did just fail a smoke rotation up top onto Ramses. Not the easy fence here. Yeah. Like, it's like what you said earlier. If your Enigma's not around this push from your Timbersaw without a Meteor Hammer, it just ain't happening. Hold on.
They're gonna find Solo. A little quick pick there for the Riki, and that's going to be the defusal delivery as well. So place a ward like on the high ground there, and then they just kill couriers. But we're going to see potentially defense here from the top lane. They get the silence out onto the anti-mages. In comes Kiyotaka out from Miro, holding Quinn in place, but he's surprisingly tanky. They do manage to finish him off though, thanks to that Walrus Punch, holding him in place. A little bit too much aggression coming out from GG's. It's going to be another double kill for this Timbersaw.
And it reminds me of the timings from the last game here, Ricky, where GG has this really strong laning start, really strong early game, and then they start taking these fights without certain key counters. Like, they didn't have Ace around with Aurora to deal with the Enigma, so it's just a free time for the Black Hole to come through. Quinn still, and that is worrying, because the AM can still scale pretty damn well in this game. He can easily catch up to the rocket form.
Nice snowball dodge there, and Kiyotaka with another rotation in. He's the one who's going to be doing all of the damage right now. Right, with this Kaya Sanj completed, he's incredibly scary. But
yeah, and their solution for keeping him down and bursting him down is just it's pretty hard to do. Like, you're relying on having that spell means he just throws all of that out of the window here for the side of Gaiman. Like, their burst window for Kiyotaka just grows even smaller.
He's the strongest hero on the map right now, for sure. They get the bushwhack, though, is the question. They do, and Ace here with the roar to follow it up. Can they actually find the kill with the impetus? I think so. And the snowball in from Antares, trying to potentially save his boy. It's not going to be enough of the Beastmaster damage. He's going to burn him down the backside of the fight. Diracho.
He didn't cut it down. Battle Fury is off cooldown.
All right.
Just a little bit too far forward.
They found Ace once again, so the rotation did not work out for them. Is they're going to be able to grab a nice turn there onto the Enigma. Diracho, super strong on the backside, grabs the Enigma, looking for the Disruptor. Kiyotaka going right into the hands of this NP, the sharpshooter from downtown. Manages to find it, and a blinking from Ramsey right into the silence. He can't get out. Tofu's still alive. Antares trying to chase him, won't be able to. It's a 5-0 wipe.
Yep. You have a massive
Here comes the army.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that tower's gonna start taking a lot of damage. Quinn just goes in, gets right on top of Solo. Diracho to join him. They get to sleep on the backside. Miro does have the Black Hole, but may be available on the Nature's Prophet. They're trying to force some sort of response. It's gonna get Force Staff to safety. Fortification did get refreshed here. Summons are just gonna continue to beat down these barracks. And, yeah, there's the second fort. Quinn should drop the hammer here, I'm sure. Holding it. All right. Oh, they managed to get a whole lane of barracks here at 22 minutes, almost no response.
They can threaten with Black Hole, but it's hard to find that blink angle out from Yarrow. especially since Ace is much further back, holding on to that roar.
Oh, Kiyotaka massively punished.
Just lock into his control that you have in GG. You could force a fight, but nah, they play it safe. Oh, they glimpse back Racho.
He does have a BKB though, and Quinn just goes in, gets a nice 2 hero silence, trapping the Disruptor here. A little dark to catch the Enigma as Solo does get ran down to the towers. You know, they were thinking of just backing, but instead, you may have baited yourself. 2 heroes dead, Kiyotaka with the BKB, but the right-click damage, it's a lot here from Gaming Gladiators. 2 buybacks, in comes Randy. Racho responds with his own BKB. He's trapped him for the moment. They'll be able to get away. Quinn comes in, nice silence. There's going to be the Static Storm trapping too. Can they actually find some kills here on X Hellraisers? It doesn't look like they're too tanky, and it's Celery you need to be worried about, man. He is just destroying your backline. Solo piked down. The Maelstrom finding him. The GG's come out. 24 minutes. The game just falls apart.
Oh my god. they rallied after that game 1, which, you know, honestly, for game 1 on GG's end, it looked